Eastenders episode today was still mild, however, we are mourning. I warned you guys about loosey goosey Sharon. I hope you're chilled, we're all vibes in, and let's get started. And if you're feeling the vibe, make your woolly hat lean to the side. And if you're as expected, it started how it ended, with Grant questioning what it is that Nigel is dying from. He even yelled at Yolandi. Yolandi's like, it's not my place to say. Nigel said to him that he has dementia, which will eventually kill him. And Grant was not pleased that Nigel didn't tell him, making it all about himself. Like I said in my last review, as expected, Ruby was going to be difficult and make it hard for them to participate in Martin's funeral arrangement. I just knew she would do this. Like, I don't understand. And just like Lily said, she was only there for 5 minutes. So what makes her think that she basically can have full control of it? They have known Martin way longer than you, especially Sonia. Sonia had a baby with him at 14. They've known him way longer than you, Ruby. Let them have a word. They know what he likes. Why are you making it all about yourself? These people are so selfish sometimes. I understand Ruby is grieving, and rightly so, and she deserves to have an input in his funeral, but she needs to remember he has loads of children, 5 specifically, and she needs to give them a rein and be able to feel free to arrange their father's funeral how they like, because that is their father. Bianca's coming home frustrated after looking after baby Julia to her house being fully cluttered with Lillian and her family stuff. Obviously their house is burnt down, so Sonia kindly said that they can stay at her house for the time being. And she's just not impressed at the moment. I feel like Moody Grant needs to just do better. So he's expressing to Nigel how he doesn't like the fact that Nigel didn't tell him about his illness. Nigel's is saying that he doesn't feel like he is the best at emotional support, which he's not. Look how he's abandoned his brother and ready to run home to Portugal because he's not getting what he wants. Nigel said that he didn't want to burden anyone with his illness, is why he didn't say nothing. And also he didn't want to break up their happy family life. I do bunny fingers right now as I'm speaking, that Grant had. Grant expresses that that's not the case. He's on and off with this woman that's called Marcia, and he's not in good terms with his daughter Courtney at the moment. Nigel's point is, sorry Grant, you're just not a reliable candidate. That's it. You're just not reliable. So Johnny decided to help Bianca clear up all the things and Reese's things as well, because obviously their family's living there as well. During the time, Bianca had a little bit of an episode because she saw the dollhouse. Obviously, she's still experiencing PTSD from when Reese locked her up. Nasty, ratty, murderous Reese. Good thing he is dead. Of course, that dollhouse will traumatize Bianca. To be honest, if I was locked up in a storage unit and I saw that every day for the last 3 months or 6 months, I would be traumatized too. So, but really and truly, Bianca is a strong warrior, and she's not going to let the likes of Reese get her down. But like she said, that she's just still, overwhelmed, and she's still scared. Not only that, she feels bad for the last thing she said to Reese was that, why don't you drop dead? And then, whew, 2 seconds later, that bath dropped dead on him. So she's just with a range of different emotions, but she'll get through it because she's a strong warrior. Stacy decided to confide in her best friend / her ex-wife. Yeah, remember Stacy and Eve got married in prison. Anyway, she was confiding in her about Martin's death, and the last thing he said to her is how he loves her and he wanted to marry her. So she was just letting all her emotions out on her friend. Honestly, it is really sad, and I genuinely feel for Stacy. Although I just want to point out, Stacy always wants what she can't have. When Martin wanted to be with you just before he got with Ruby, you said to him no. As soon as he got with Ruby, now you want him. Like, this is a strong pattern with Stacy, but I'm just gonna let her grieve in peace. So during that conversation, Lily was there eavesdropping. She is just like her mother, honestly. Lily was eavesdropping on Stacy's conversation about how Martin wanted to marry her and how his last words were how he loved her, not Ruby. So with that, I feel like Lily's going to do something reckless with that information. Stacy did tell her, we keep this between ourselves. Obviously, we don't want to ruin what Ruby has in her mind about Martin. However, I know Lily's gonna, especially how Lily's already frustrated with Ruby, how she's not allowing her to do what it is she wants for her father's funeral. Yeah, Lily's gonna just play it out. She's going to. Mark my words, people, I've already said it first. Well, I'm sure other people is going to assume the same thing is going to happen. But still, I said it first. Now to why I made that loosey-goosey comment about Sharon. Do you guys see exactly what I'm seeing? So her and Grant was just having a conversation. It first started off with her giving him advice about Phil, giving advice about Nigel, not to run away. Then he was mentioning about his poor relationship with daughter Courtney and, how he ruins everyone's life. Just kind of like Phil. Grant and Phil are kind of the same. They're just the same. But, I would say Phil is stronger because he is now able to express his emotions. But I will continue. And then they were talking. I didn't even know that Grant had a son with Michelle. I was not aware of this. But remember, I was born in 1997. And again, I started watching Eastenders properly when I was 14. So my knowledge is not really there when it comes to the past. But yeah, they have a son called Mark. So they were drinking the hard liquor. Yeah, they were drinking the hard liquor. And they were there just communicating, conversating about the past and stuff. How Sharon has never been able to get between the Mitchells. That's what she said. But then that is what she did anyway. And then, I didn't even know Grant got with Kathy. What am I missing? Do you know what? I'm going to have to do past revisit episodes. These will be coming out soon. But anyway, I continue. So yeah, they were just doing all of that. And then boom, 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 boom. they started kissing. What did I tell you guys about Loosey Goosey Sharon? I said that the moment I saw Grant, I knew that this woman's going to be ending up kissing or sleeping with him again. I knew this was going to happen. You're with Teddy Bear. You're with Teddy Bear, which is, again, if you guys don't know, Teddy is a Mitchell cousin. He is Billy Mitchell's brother, which makes Phil and Grant his cousin. Again, Sharon, like, she just loves the Mitchell men. I am so over Sharon when it comes to the Mitchell men. What is it about them? They're bald and fairy. Like, what is it about them? But yeah, so she is now currently cheating on a Mitchell with another Mitchell. Well done to Sharon. I just couldn't believe it. And I felt so bad for Teddy Bear because he's actually a very nice guy. He does not deserve this from Sharon. So earlier in the episode, before her and Grant had a kiss, he basically was counselling some of Sharon's call or telling people to let Sharon rest because she'd just come back from hospital. Obviously, she's had the bad news about Martin. So he's like, you need to rest in bed. And then when she found out he did that, she just blew up on him. So I'm sure she's going to use that as an excuse on why she's there kissing another man.
If you laugh, man.
Well, look at that. Look at it. Just straight up cheating. Honestly, when you look at Grant, do you guys get attracted? Because I'm not attracted to Grant. He just looked like a bulldog there. Why was his face looking so angry when he was kissing her? Is that his aroused face? Oh, gosh. Anyway, so yeah, that is it for today's episode. Sharon's a big cheat. She's always loosey-goosey for these Mitchell men. Ugh, I just know this is going to end bad. It usually does. But today's episode, again, like I said, this week is going to be a mild week. We are still grieving. I think Lily is going to, let's say tomorrow's episode will be Lily blasting and saying that, you know, my dad didn't love you, he loved my mum to Ruby, so that's going to be bad. When is Teddy Bear going to find out that Sharon cheated? I hope Bianca can, I won't say get over, but be able to heal from what Reese has done to her. And yeah, I think that is it. Other than that, Sharon's a mess. I will be rambling to you guys tomorrow about how much Sharon is a mess. Bye.
And if you're feeling the vibe, make your woolly hat lean to the side. And if you're